From an abusive childhood to global stardom, for a moment it seemed like Chan had finally outrun her past. However, after numerous controversies, mental breakdowns, and the latest arrest, fans that once celebrated her have turned their backs against her. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the events that led to Chrisean Rock's fall from grace, Chan on Blue Girls Club. There's no better way to begin the sad story than Chan's first introduction to the spotlight, her appearance on the rapper Blueface's OnlyFans reality dating show, Blue Girls Club. The year was 2020, and the world was on lockdown. However, amidst the chaos and uncertainty, Blueface decided to take on a new venture. He launched an OnlyFans reality show that saw a group of women in his mansion for a month-long competition. The prize, his love and respect among the many women on the show. Chrisean Rock, a young woman with a bold personality, decided she was going to set herself apart from the rest from the moment Chrisean stepped into the mansion. It was clear that she wasn't there to play games. Her eyes were set on Blueface, and she was ready to do whatever it took to win his heart. One quality that set Chrisean apart was her fierce attitude. This would later catch Blueface's eye and draw him towards her as the days turned into weeks. And Blueface's connection grew stronger, and the viewers were soon convinced she would win the competition. However, there was a twist on the show. Amongst the women participating was Blueface's baby mama Jaden Alexis, and it wasn't too long before she and Chrisean clashed. This fight resulted in Chrisean losing her front tooth, a moment that would become infamous and increase her popularity. So how did it go down? The fateful day that would change Chrisean's smile forever started with the arrival of Jaden Alexis, followed by a group of 16 women. Midway through the show, Chrisean and Alexis got into a heated fight that was provoked by Alexis, probably out of jealousy, since Chrisean had gotten really close with her baby daddy, Blueface. There was also talk that Blueface was sleeping with Chrisean, further complicating the situation. During the heat of the moment, Chrisean, who was wearing only socks at the time, slipped on the floor and fell into a small figure. The hit was sudden and severe, resulting in the loss of her front teeth. The incident was captured in an Instagram live video hosted on Blueface's account, quickly spreading across social media. But despite the unfortunate and embarrassing incident, Chrisean took a rather different approach. She chose to make jokes about the whole situation. Her Instagram bio humorously reflected her situation, as she took the nickname The Big Baby due to her one-tooth appearance in an interview with The Shade Room. Chrisean would also reveal that Blueface had kindly offered to cover the cost of a permanent replacement. However, she decided to stall a bit and rock the appearance. "I just gotta go get it screwed in my mouth, so I'm stalling," Chrisean said. Chrisean would also go on to win the competition, and her public relationship with Blueface started. This marked the beginning of probably the most toxic relationship we've ever seen in modern history. But wait a minute before I fill y'all in on the long list of drama. It's important to know about Chan's youth, and how the trauma she suffered may be the root of all the problems she faces in her adult life. Chan's abusive youth, like many women who end up going down the path she did, was due to having an abusive father born in Baltimore, Maryland. Chrisean was one of 7 children of a drug-addicted mother and a violent father who, for most of her childhood, was in prison. However, when he was out, he never missed a chance to beat his wife and Chrisean's sisters.
I don't know, like it used to be like things like he used to take her to the woods and tie her up and beat her up. And so my mom dealt with depression, anxiety on like a high scale. So she got hooked on antidepressants, which got abused.
Due to Chan's mother's addiction, Chrisean struggled with homelessness from the age of 9 to when she was 18. However, despite the circumstances, Chrisean found joy in athletics, especially in track and field. Her talent and drive earned her the opportunity to become a Division I athlete, a significant success that provided her with a chance to escape her troubled past. Chrisean was attending Santa Monica College in California when her life quickly took an unexpected turn. She featured on the Fox television show Ultimate Tag, and due to her athletic background, she won that season, taking home the grand prize of $10,000. But it was more than the money, because this glimpse of hope gave her the courage she needed to break into the music and showbiz world. Her first showing was on Blueface's Blue Girls Club in 2002. That same year, Blueface signed her to his record label, and she soon released her debut song, Lonely, alongside Blueface. The following year, she released the song Vibe, which became a hit, getting over 5 million streams on Spotify. This success solidified her place in the music business and marked her rise as a promising new artist. Now that you know Chrisean's past, let's talk drama. Chrisean Rock's bad relationship with Blueface. Like I said earlier, Blueface and Chan's relationship is probably one of the most toxic we've ever seen. The first episode that showed that things were really crazy was when Blueface announced to the world that Chrisean broke into his house, cut herself, and with her blood wrote "I love Blue" on the wall. It all began on February 14th, 2022. During this time, Blueface and Chan were having one of their many breakups. According to Blueface, after the bloody love confession, Chan stole his Mercedes G-Wagon and reportedly used the car to sell crack cocaine in a series of Instagram posts. Blueface described the incident as a fatal attraction-type situation, and to further prove that he was speaking the truth, he leaked a series of text messages between himself and Chan. In the text, Blueface urges Chan to drive back home and not ruin her life. "You fucked up your life," he said. SMH. Good luck cops waiting for your ass at the state line. Cran would respond with even more paranoid text like, "Nobody is going to jail. Stop texting me like you're against me." In the end, Chrisean later came back with the car, and the couple got back together soon after. Later on March 13th, Chrisean appeared on the Talking Is With Bone show, where she admitted to blood-marking break-in when asked if she did it. Of course, Chrisean answered with a smile on her face. By May of 2022, only 3 months after the blood event, Chrisean and Blueface were back together as a couple once more, and as you can expect, this meant more drama. It was Memorial Day weekend, and Blueface, his mother, his sister, and Chrisean were all together at a family cookout when suddenly a fight broke out, and the video quickly went popular across the internet. While the reason for the fight remains unknown, Blueface's mother, Carissa Saffold, and his sister, Kaylee Miller, reportedly got into a heated argument with Chrisean, which led to a full-out brawl in public shortly after the incident. Carissa Saffold, Blueface's mother, took to Instagram to express her outrage and disappointment in a number of posts. She shared pictures of her swollen face, her caption filled with anger and betrayal as she called out her son and Chrisean Rock for their actions. "All I know is that my son will never bring that person around my family ever again in life, and that's all that matters," she wrote, making it clear that the relationship between her and her son had been severely damaged. The fight also left Blueface's sister Kaylee Miller hospitalized, and days after, Kaylee took to her Instagram to share her own side of the story. She claimed that her brother had punched both her and their mother during the fight. Interview 2, Kay also claimed that she and her husband were jumped by multiple men, including Blueface. Chrisean herself would later explain her reasons for beating up Blueface's mother and sister.
Y'all, that Blueface is a lame. This punched me and my mother in the face, and lame gets no respect.
3 months later, Chrisean and Blueface would make news once again for the wrong reasons.
For his mother, I fought his sister, but I fought his mother because his mother was throwing shit at me, getting in his face, disrespecting him.
In August 2022, Chrisean and Blueface were out at a bar in Arizona drinking and partying. As always, they soon got into a fight. However, this time it escalated beyond control. Chan allegedly threw a punch at Blueface, striking him directly in the face. Shortly afterwards, police arrived, and despite being the victim of assault, Blueface allegedly pleaded with the officer to let Chrisean go. Chrisean, however, was not immediately released. Instead, she was taken into police custody facing charges that would soon become the subject of widespread media coverage. Although Blueface didn't get back at Chan for the assault only a month after he sucker punched her dad right on camera, and the video soon went viral. The incident involving Blueface and Chrisean Rock's father took place during a family gathering. Emotions were already running high, and it was clear something was about to go down when Blueface and Chan's father started exchanging words. Soon afterwards, Christian's father threw the first punch at Blueface. The hit lands, stunning the rapper for a moment. However, immediately after, Blueface launched a counterattack that sent Christian's dad straight to the ground. As the dust begins to settle, Blueface can be seen being pulled away by his entourage while Chrisean Rock's father is attended to by family members. But just as Blueface supported Chrisean after she whooped his mama and sisters in public, Chrisean also came out to support her boo in a series of now-deleted tweets. Christian shared her view in one tweet. She wrote, "Somebody was supposed to knock that out a long time ago," referring to her father. She also described how her father used to abuse her mom, and when she was young, the same dad that got knocked out was the same guy that tied my mom up in the woods just to beat her. Because she screamed so loud in the house when he beat her in front of us, he went out of his way to damage his whole family. That same dad I met when I was 7, Chrisean, wrote only a month after in September. Chrisean Rock and Blueface once again made news for the wrong reasons. While walking on the streets of LA at night, Chrisean Rock and Blueface got into a heated argument that quickly changed into a wrestling match. The end result. Chrisean had her lips swollen and her eye busted from a Blueface punch. The picture quickly went viral on Twitter with hundreds of comments criticizing Blueface's actions, but to everyone's surprise, only a few days after the post, Chrisean made news when she retracted her domestic violence claims. But she didn't just retract the comment. For whatever reasons, Chrisean decided to take the blame on an Instagram Live. Cran explained to her friends that she had had a mental breakdown, had drunk too much liquor, and was trying to jump out of a moving car on the highway.
I had a bad trip yesterday to Casamigos, trying to jump out of a fucking car on the highway. But trying to keep me from jumping out the car. I get trying to get the fuck up out the car. He's trying to save me, and I'm just I just blacked out.
The 2022 was filled with so much drama that I couldn't possibly name them all, but that's just 2022 alone. In 2023, Chrisean was pregnant with Blueface's baby, and with Saw, another level to the couple's messed-up relationship baby dispute. The first controversy regarding this topic happened when Chrisean made a bold statement on the Know For Sure podcast. Midway through the talk, Chrisean admitted to having had multiple past abortions with rapper Blueface. Chrisean admitted that she had terminated at least 3 pregnancies over the span of 3 years they were together.
I have a baby, I'm keeping it this time.
Jesus.
What? I killed 3 of them.
Okay, Chrisean, wait.
The podcast episode started with Chan being asked about the possibility of her being pregnant again. Her response? Chrisean admitted that while she was unsure if she was currently pregnant, it wouldn't be the first time she faced such a scenario. Chan's words, "If I have a baby, I'm keeping it this time," resonated strongly as she confessed to having ended 3 pregnancies in the past. Her statement, "I killed 3 of them. I'm ready now," resonated with some but drew criticism from others when asked by podcast hosts B. Simone and Megan Brooks about whether now was the right time to have a child with Blueface. Chan's response was telling. She acknowledged that she wasn't entirely happy, quickly correcting herself to say, "I'm not married." Then fast forward to 2023, Cran would finally announce to the world that she was having a baby for Blueface. However, this was not without its challenges, and Chrisean faced much criticism for her actions during the pregnancy. The first controversy emerges when Cher and Rock were seen openly smoking marijuana during an episode of the show Crazy in Love. The internet went wild. People criticized her for her behavior on a show that was being broadcasted on national TV. One comment on the social media site X reads, "People defending Chrissy and smoking weed while pregnant. Someone call CPS." Some people even went as far as calling for child safety services to intervene once Chan gave birth. But Chan didn't let any of that get to her. She boldly smoked weed throughout the time of her pregnancy, and her boyfriend was there to support her. In March of 2023, Blueface took to her X account to comment on the risks involved with smoking weed while pregnant. Blueface tweeted, "Lots of women smoke weed until their last pregnancy. There is no effect. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm only tweeting the truth. whether it's in her favor or not. I'm not biased, but this didn't help things because it only made people see him as irresponsible. Well, I ain't going to lie. Whether or not the lady wants to smoke weed is up to her. However, the topic that really caught everyone's eye was when Blueface asked Chrisean do a DNA test to confirm it is his baby. This request brought about a lot of hate, with some internet users mocking Chan. However, a few days after Chan went for the test, the results have not only validated her claims, but have also brought a sense of closure to the swirling rumors that have circled her for months. She also went on her IG Live, where she shared her thoughts on the matter, expressing worries about the traditional birthing process, and she made sure to put the haters in their place.
Oh yeah, I got the DNA test. It's his child. It's funny because when we did the lie detector test, he wanted to record so bad, right? But when I DNA test, he should have blended me there.
However, in December of that same year, only months after the baby was born, Blueface made news with a bombshell statement that left fans and followers shocked. Blueface took to social media to announce that a DNA test has confirmed he is not the father of Chrisean Rock's son, Chrisean Jr. In a series of posts on Platform X, Blueface shared the findings with his followers. The first post read, "Tell me why I snuck and swabbed this baby. DNA test results came in, and I'm not the father. SMH. It's a bittersweet feeling because I was getting around to it, but definitely in my best interest. Thank you, Jesus." But he didn't end there. That same day, he made another tweet that read, "I can't even pretend I'm not happy as hell." For months, Blueface had been openly grappling with the possibility of being Chrisean Jr.'s father. Despite his original doubts, he had referred to the child as his son on multiple occasions, even stepping in during incidents that raised concerns about the child's welfare. One notable event happened at a Walmart store where Chrisean Rock was seen improperly cradling the child's head. However, the situation took a dramatic turn when Blueface went live on Instagram to recount an incident involving Chrisean Rock and a friend named Marsh. According to Blueface, Rock had left the child with Marsh to supposedly meet up with another man, while the revelation might be startling for Blueface. The proof that he is not the biological father of Chrisean Jr. brings a sense of relief and closure. It allows him to focus on his existing family, including his 2 children with rapper Jenna Alexis, without the burden of unresolved questions hanging over his head. Speaking of things hanging over people's heads, the next part of Chrisean's life has the potential of her going to jail for a very long time, and the events leading up to it are chaotic and shocking for fans who were tuned into the drama. Chrisean's legal problems in August 2023 while on the set of the reality show Baddies East. Chrisean got into an argument with internet personality Vicky, which finished with Chan assaulting Vicky. The fight apparently began because Vicky had liked a post on TikTok days earlier, although the content of the video was not disclosed. It is thought to have had something to do with Chrisean. When Vicky explained the situation, she claimed that she apologized to Chrisean. However, Rock did not accept it. The situation, however, escalated into a pregnant Chrisean attacking Vicky, leaving noticeable cuts and bruises on her skin. Following the attack, Vicky took legal action, and Chrisean was sent to jail. The internet went wild with some backing "Whoa Vicky." While others called her a rat for snitching, Blueface also took to X to share his thoughts on the situation in a now-deleted tweet. Blueface wrote, "SMH. I told her not to go on that show. Free my son." In the end, Chrisean was released, but it was clear that she hadn't learned her lesson, because on November 10th, 2023, Chrisean Chizen attacked a backup singer at Tamar Braxton's show. The night started with Chan arriving at the event drunk and smelling of weed, as you could expect from a drunk. She soon got into a fight with James Chanel, one of Tamar's backup singers, because she was not allowed to go on stage to perform her music for the crowd. According to Davis, a member of Tamar's team, the argument escalated quickly, and Rock reportedly struck Wright in the face, leaving him bloody and with a chipped tooth. The impact was so serious that Wright had to seek medical attention to stop the bleeding. But instead of being apologetic, Chrisean decided to attack the people she believed were spreading false rumors about her. Chrisean went live on her IG, where she said, "I've been brought up before, and I know how it goes a certain way. False stories saying this happened, she did that. I don't know, I think it's just a clout-chasing thing. Honestly, I need to start protecting my name." But it became obvious she was lying when a video of Chrisean Rock coming out to the stage when Tamar Braxton was singing her song Love and War was released. There was also a video that showed Chrisean Rock twerking while being shot by Tony and Tamar Braxton. Even worse was the zoom in on Tamar Braxton's face that showed she was visibly disgusted. But Chrisean didn't seem to care or even think she did anything wrong. She just moved on with her life and continued to chase clout. But on April 27, 2024, everything came to a halt when Chan was listed as a fugitive on Oklahoma's detention correction website. The saga began back in 2023 when a warrant was put on her for stealing Blueface's car and using the vehicle to transport and sell crack cocaine. The poster showing Rock's mugshot and charges has been widely circulated both online and in traditional media outlets. Despite knowing about the warrant, Chan decided not to turn herself in. Her main concern was the well-being of her young son, whom she shares with rapper Blueface. Chan's fear of what might happen to her son if both parents were incarcerated played a major role in her decision to avoid surrendering to authorities. Blueface himself has been facing legal problems, adding to the pressure and uncertainty surrounding their family. The situation took a dramatic turn in June when Chrisean visited Blueface's court hearing in San Fernando Valley, California, with their child. It was here that law enforcement officers who had been waiting for her arrested Chrisean on a felony fugitive warrant connected to the Oklahoma drug charges. This arrest set the stage for her ultimate extradition to Oklahoma, where she would face the charges head-on on August 7, 2024. Chan was extradited from California to Oklahoma to face the drug charges in a possible 8-year sentence. But before she could be extradited, Chan had to address a separate legal issue in California. She was awaiting sentencing for an assault charge that happened earlier in the year on June 18th. She got a 30-day prison sentence for misdemeanor assault with a deadly weapon without a firearm. This term had to be served before she could be transferred to Oklahoma. Once her California sentence was finished, the process of extradition began. Chrisean was transferred from a prison in California to a facility in Oklahoma, a journey that was closely watched by both fans and reporters. Her arrival in Oklahoma was confirmed by the Craig County Sheriff's Office, which recorded her transfer on Wednesday evening, August 7th. At this time, Chrisean was facing the possibility of losing the first 8 years of her son's life if she was convicted. However, as luck would have it, on September 6, 2024, Chrisean was released from Oklahoma jail with her charges dropped in an emotional Instagram post. Rock expressed her gratitude for being able to be with her son during this important milestone. "To be with you today, set free a couple of days from your birthday, is a gift," she wrote, catching the essence of her emotional journey in an Instagram live session. Chrisean thanked Jesus for saving her and vowed to spend her new life focused on her son and being a better person. So Chan's fate might have been sad. She got a second chance to at least be a good mom to her son. I guess we'll just have to see how it all turns out. If you liked watching this video, click on the box on your screen to check out similar content.